Good evening one and all. Welcome to this presentation, Data Analysis for Growth of Dognition using Tableau. I am your analyst Bassam Atiq, and today we will be talking about a problem statement given by Dognition and the solution and recommendations for the same. So let's begin. First of all, we would need to know what Dognition is all about. So Dognition is a company that teaches you how to build a deeper connection with your dog by giving you a perspective on your dog's personality and capabilities. Dognition is a website which has a tool called as the Dognition assessment. This assessment is helpful for the dog's owners as it provides a window into their dog's individual cognitive style, the thinking, learning and problem solving strategies that influence much of their dog's behavior. It has science-based games that assess 5 core dimensions of their dog's cognition, namely empathy, communication, cunning, memory and reasoning. Then in their dog's Dognition profile report, they will gain a richer understanding of their dog through analysis and insight from the world's top canine experts. And let's look at the problem and the solution. Now here is a business problem which Dognition has given us, and we are creating this project in order to solve it. So let's just go through the business problem which is available on the screen. Let's just give it a read. Customers who sign up for the assessment tend to drop off. Hence, the conversion rate is poor. What are the business changes that can be implemented to increase the number of tests users complete on their website? So this is the problem, and fortunately I got a chance to work with the data rigorously and look at all the details to gain very creative and intelligent insights. So to tackle this issue, we will be following the SMART procedure, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time bound. We will be discussing about the insights and even look at the recommendations in the upcoming slides. So let's go to the next slide. So first of all, here if you can see, this is a slide which gives the number of users, the total number of users versus the countries. Okay, as the slide clearly mentions, and we can easily visualize from it that the highest number of users across all the world is in USA. Dognition is a US website, so it is a no-brainer, but still we need to know that there is almost 1,21,079 users available in USA alone. Moving forward, the data, the second most highest number of users, unfortunately we have no data available for that. We'll get back to that. Moving forward, it is Canada with around 7,000, and then it is the other countries. We can ignore that because it's a combination of many countries, and followed by Great Britain, Australia, France and New Zealand. Coming back to this data not available, this is a cause of concern because almost 37,965 users, we are not having a data about which state or country they belong to. So we are missing out a very important data. One recommendation which I would like to make to Dognition for this is that next time when any user logs in or subscribes to the Dognition website, then make the location column mandatory so that each user mentions which state they come from, and we'll be able to get insight about it. Moving forward, let us drill down more into this. The next slide. Okay, so here this is the bar chart which we saw in the previous slide as well. Let us drill down and look more about its states. So again, it is USA and it is the same usual ranking system, but let us just drill down into USA and see how we can concentrate. Now if we click USA, so here are the states, the top ranked states. It has given top 15, as I have mentioned here, top 15. Alright, so if you can see here, the first is California, then North Carolina, then New York, Texas and Florida. So these are the states where there are highest number of users available. So it is a no-brainer that California has the maximum number of users. So there is, let's not consider much about that because there's more number of users directly proportional to having great word of mouth as well. So the people who are already using it might be even spreading it, so I don't think there's much marketing required. Followed by the top 5. I think we can let go of the top 5 because they are considerably well. But seeing the next 5, okay, I feel that in order to improve the sales and improve the growth of Dognition, we can concentrate on the developing states. not on the already developed ones, on the developing states. So let us just see here the top 10. Okay, here this top 10 till Florida we have good numbers, but then it comes to Virginia, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Washington and Colorado. So these are the second batch, I would say, 5 states where we had to concentrate, and I would recommend Dognition that we can concentrate more about this, and marketing campaigns can be done over there. I think we can get tied up with the vets who are available there, anyone, local vets, maybe pet shops, zoos, any conferences which goes on, and we can hand so that they'll be able to hand out the Dognition flyers to the visitors who are visiting there, and that way we can get a marketing done at a very low price. And next is the social media interactions. I feel that we can use Facebook, Instagram and all the other social media to our maximum possible limit, so that the interaction is higher and we'll be able to get more customers from there, as the youngster tend to exist more online. And so in Facebook and Instagram you can keep posting pictures of really cute dogs, maybe preferably on Sundays, as many people are online on that particular day. So that is a one recommendation. Now moving forward, next is the age. Okay, this is a very crisp data. It doesn't look too jargon or filled up, but this is a very simple data which will give a very good insight. So here it is the number of users versus the age. Here the age is the age of the dog. Okay, so you can see that when the dog is aged between 0 to 1, it is only 3657, followed 1 to 2, there is a slight higher number of users, but the maximum number of users are between when the dog is aged between 2 till 5. Yeah, so this is a range which we have to concentrate towards. Again, just I would like to mention that the average lifespan of a dog is between 10 to 13 years. So let's not go so deep into it, but here is the area which gives us the maximum number of users between when the dog is ranged between 2 to 5 years. I think this is one of the most important data, and if you can, Dognition, if you are hearing me, and you can take this data out and keep it aside, because these are your main customers. These are the majority of the customers. More than 50 or even 60% of the customers of your users are present over here. So that is a very major customer data set which you can try to capture, so that they'll be able to nurture the dog and continue with Dognition till the dog lasts maybe 10, 11, 12, 13 years. So this is the customer base where you have to concentrate more and get a grab on. One way you can do it is by giving this particular set of customers some hidden discount. Nothing much publicity about it, but maybe you can approach these customers directly and say that you are the special customer who have won this particular prize, and on that way they'll get more enthralled and they tend to stay with you. So that is one thing. Or you can even give them some hidden badges which is there, coupons, discounts. So these types will really help out. Moving forward, it is the game types. So here it is quite clearly visible that Dognition has a wide variety of games, starting from empathy all the way to laterality, but it is quite visible. I don't have to say much about it. The maximum number of games are played in the category, on the top 5 category: empathy, communication, cunning, memory and reasoning. As soon as it drops to spatial navigation, after reasoning it shows a very deep drop. It plummets completely, and then there is no growth for it. So I feel we are wasting a lot of resources and time on all these lower games. I think it gives more options, but when no one is playing, we are wasting our resources into it. My recommendation would be to, if possible, cancel or drop out those games and concentrate more on this and try to make it more creative. Now, just to give you another hindsight, if you click for empathy, it is again yawn warm up, yawn gain, eye contact warm up. All the top 5 games or the top 4 games are of empathy, followed by communication. So it is hands down that empathy is one category which you have to concentrate the most, and maybe it can be made more creative, and some gift hampers can be given in this sector so that more users play it and they enjoy it as well. Finally, summarizing all that, there were 3 major steps which I discussed about. Let's just summarize. First is target the right geography. So like we discussed, we have to concentrate on the major country first, that is hands down USA, so let's not argue much about that. But moving forward, I think state wise in USA, the top 5 states are already moving on well, and we have a lot of subscribers. The next batch, I would say the string 2 batch, is where we have to concentrate and do more marketing campaigns, get tied up with local vets, pet shops. They can give flyers, they can give coupons, so that marketing is done in those places, and that also leads me to the second area, which says advertise to targeted locations. So those are the states which I'm talking about. Next is focus on dogs of specific age group. Like I told you, the lifespan is 10 to 13. If we grab the customers and their attention and keep them with us when the dog is aged between 2 to 5, there's a huge probability that they might stay with us even when the dog is age 10, and that will give us a big market to cover. So when the dog is 2 years to 5 years, that is the data of the customers, which you please keep it with you, and we'll be able to dig down into it later on. Next is the improvise on the number of games and tests. I feel that there was a lot of useless games. I'll be blunt about it. Lots of useless games which are not required. I think we can get rid of those and concentrate on the main parts. Next, finally, the recommendations. I would just sum it up, even though I spoke about it. The major marketing campaign which can be done is working and collaborating with local vets, pet shops, zoos, who can hand out Dognition flyers to all the visitors who are coming there, and that is a perfect audience, as they are the animal craze or the animal addicted customers, visitors, who we can make use of. And if we market to this kind of people, we definitely will be getting more subscribers. Next is the social media interactions. Again, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all this is the big hype of today, and if we are able to create a good market over there, number of subscribers will automatically increase. So again, like I mentioned before, try to post more and more photos of dogs, puppies, and with a logo of Dognition, and maybe some advertisement putting up a celebrity where you can talk how important it is to know about dog. Now, everyone loves dogs, so we can use that. And then achievement tags such as badges. So when a user completes a certain number of quiz or tests, and if he is able to pass that level, then he gets certain badges. On that note, people are more anxious or eager to keep doing more tests. That can help to continue. And continuing with that, it is the same category: gifts, discounts, and coupons. Like the batches, if a user completes certain number of tests, then he gets a coupon or a discount or gifts. So this kind of little incentive will motivate them to keep doing more. And finally, it is the targeted reminders. I think it will be very necessary if Dognition is able to keep an alarm for themselves and just put a simple beautiful notification which customers will remember that, yeah, I have Dognition test to complete, let me just go and do it. On that basis, we'll be able to get the customers who continue it. So I think that is all from my side, and I believe you would have enjoyed this presentation, and I'm hopeful that it would have given you a good business insight to apply to your business and help to get more users. Hoping to work with you later on. So that is all from my side. Thanks everyone for your precious time, and I hope this was useful. Thank you. Signing off.